cipher complete. Nikes in the Nikes on my feet keep my cipher complete.
I started with it when it was a fledgling brand. You know, the first shoes that I got were the first ones that had air bubbles on them. And that was the cutting edge tech at that time, and it carried on, and they continue to do that to this day.
I think the first huge line was over here. It was the Easter Air Force One, 2006. We knew, everybody knew the store only had 24 pairs. It was not a secret. But the line still went all the way around the corner.
Chaos was all chaos. You guys know about this. You know, let me show you another one, and this one just came out. Galaxy Foams. It's a $240 shoe, and if you see what the price tag on it is, $1,700.
So what we do is take people's shoes, collectors, resellers, whatever, brand new shoes. We take them in here, we put them in, we figure out a fair market value price for their shoes. We take 15% off of that. So like say, put up a shoe for $240, we'll put it up, it sells, you'll get back $204, easy as that. Just come pick up your check whenever you want.
This young man just brought some shoes for sale, basically. Then they talk about what shoe it is and how much they're gonna sell it for.
Like right here you see we have all these kicks, brand new ones. Like when the Concords dropped, this whole entire thing was just full of Concords. And like when you come in you say, oh shit, they have Concords. Like oh shit, we have White Cement 4s. So every new release we try, every hype one.
For us, we're looking for what we're looking for, the next shoe, the next hunt.
Just love the swoosh too.
Love the swoosh, exactly.
Love the swoosh. You know, Nike does do a great job at keeping us excited with the game and all that few of the stuff.
This is Nike for you. This is Nike.
My name is Hassan. I'm half Senegalese and half Moroccan, North and West Africa. We here, we representing.
Maya, also known as King Poetic 01, and I'm a sneakerhead.
Some people grow up in a household as Christians. I grew up in a household with Nikes and Jordans.
Growing up, I've had a lot of hand-me-downs.
Varsity basketball was what got me started.
I remember one particular incident was my dad used to say, hey, let's go shopping. And he used to basically say, we used to go to Payless. And most of the time I wouldn't pick my shoes because he was the one that would pick my shoes for me.
When it comes to basketball or the other sport, it's always been Nike. Nike end up standing out more than the others.
He bought me a pair of shoes that slip-ons, and I remember running, chasing this little girl because we were playing freeze tag, and my shoes basically slipped, like I slid all through wherever, just trying to stop. And from then, I remember saying, you know what, when I have my own money, I'm going to buy my own shoes that I want. And that's the time that I remember falling in love with shoes.
First off, for the performance aspect.
Number one thing is the style.
This is my first pair of Nikes I ever had. I was about in 5th grade. Opening the box, smelling the freshness of it.
It's almost kind of like a new car smell for us now.
Relacing the shoe, putting on, it always feel good though. Like, you know, feel like $1 million, guys.
The first shoe I ever bought was the Jordan 4. I remember many days collecting cans, doing many chores. I had a little candy shop at in my apartment complex. It was one single apartment with my mom, my dad, my brother, my grandmother, and I remember selling candy. And most of that stuff that I sold, I used to always put it away to get what I wanted. So growing up, I said to myself, one day I'm just gonna buy whatever shoes I want, you know, and no one's gonna tell me anything.
When I started getting deeper into the game, which is like, you know, between 04 and 05, it wasn't too complicated. I remember like all I had to do is like pretty much show up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Everybody was at Nike Town 6, 5 o'clock in the morning, waiting for like, I think they used to release the shoe at 8 or 9 before the store opened for the public. It was easy, and mainly Air Force Ones.
That, you know, I used to walk in my local store and, hey, I want those, but here's $15. Then I used to be on the layaway plan.
Like there was an evolution in the campouts, like starting from '04 to now. Like you had to come 6 o'clock in the morning, the night before, then nights and nights before that. Like this really launched the craziness, I think, throughout the nation. All 3 pairs of Yeezys. Like I think we camped out 3 nights for the Zen Grays, like at the Montalban Theater, Nike Sportswear. 4 nights for the black and pink, and these was the last one, 5 nights. 5 nights, which is my favorite one too, because I'm just not a Nike head, I just love the swoosh. And this one was the only pair who featured a glow-in-the-dark swoosh. So like, that's one of my favorite ones. I even did, you know, Air Force One ID inspired from there, you know. I haven't worn these, just like, I did those recently. They were actually featured on the Sneaker News and Sneaker Watch as well.
I used to rent video games like to my local neighbors, the kids in the neighborhood. I used to rent movies and record all the movies and rent them out to like basically my whole entire building. They used to give me $1.
One of the campouts that like actually meant some was when the first time Nike dropped the Doernbecher project with the Children's Hospital. Like I thought the cause was dope. I think it's, you know, it's great to ally both, you know, my obsession and my passion for sneakers and a good cause, you know. Like, I mean, you know, helping children no matter where you're from. It's always a great cause. And it started with those, the Jordan 2s, Doernbecher, like a Jamaican colors inspired. And one thing I think the Doernbecher is good at, like they let those kids design the shoes. And those kids really comes with funky stuff. That's a beautiful pair, like black suede, the whole green artwork under there. Like I was really impressed. Like at the time, no retros really came with funky colors like that. So, you know, and that was a crazy night too. This was back-to-back camp out. The night before, we were camping out on Fairfax at the Supreme store for the Air Trainer SBs, Supreme. Then, after that, get the shoe, go home, take a quick shower, run to Nike Town. And another camp out for these. After that came the Jordan 1 Doernbecher. Dope. Jordan 1 has to be my favorite Jordan. Like, because it has the swoosh. Like I said earlier, like I'm a swoosh head. Like Jordan 1, and because it's the beginning of Jordan, like the Jordan 1 changed the whole game. Like, would there ever be some sneakerhead? Would there ever be a shoe game without a Jordan 1? I don't think so. So, Jordan 1. After that, Jordan 6s. Love the color navy blue, red piping, gold inside. Like I said, every Doernbecher funky to me. Like, I actually really regret I didn't get 2 pairs of those. I really, really like those. Probably my favorite Doernbecher of all, because Jordan 3s. Jordan 3s, like, I love red. Red is my color. And then the red cement, the red 3M, then the red nubuck with the laser print, silver Jumpman. I got 2 pairs of those. Like, camped out a long time for the wristband. Came back the next day at 7 o'clock to pick up the shoe. We were blessed that Nike Town had a lot more shoes than people. Went back in line, got me another one. Yeah, like, really, like, for me, best Doernbecher ever.
Stuff is all these shoes. Some of the shoes that I'm pulling out have a lot of memories, you know, of the hardships that I had to go through to get them.
Oh man, honestly, like I wouldn't know. It's seriously a lot of time, a lot of hours, a lot of headache, a lot of drama. Because, you know, girlfriends don't necessarily understand why you got to spend the time. You got to spend the night in front of a store instead of with them. Or I'm
currently a graphic designer, a freelance graphic designer, And you know, when I looked at the price of this, it was it's a $248 shoe, and it's a $2,000 maybe plus that I could get. But you know, I love the shoe more than I love the money. A lot of people ask me, "Hey, are you gonna sell it?" I'm like, "No, it's more. It's more than shoes for me. It's more than money for me. It's shoes."
I couldn't even get shoes at one point in time. You know, that's hard for a sneakerhead when you can't afford to go buy shoes.
The shoe game, I got so many friends thanks to the shoe game. I mean, I'm a very sociable person, so I had plenty of friends before that. But you know, like the shoe game brought me so many different type of satisfaction. The fact, you know, feeling fly, having the latest kicks, but also like got to network with so many different people from different horizons. And the shoe game, like literally, like with those blogs and those, you know, social network and all of that, I got sneakerhead homies in Amsterdam, London, Brussels, Paris, Marseille, Moscow, Singapore, Tokyo, Shanghai, you name it. Like I got sneaker homies all over the places. Like these ones right here, the Clots, I got a friend, I became a friend. Like we never met, but we talked plenty of times online in Hong Kong, and he got me a pair.
I'm gonna show you the Carmine 6s. These have a lot of history too. As you can see, they're not wearable anymore. It's unfortunate, but you know, it's one of the pairs that I keep because one of my friends was murdered, and he was murdered in these. And so it's a good memory of him, knowing that, you know, he was wearing these, and you know, he also loves sneakers too. He also liked J's.
It takes a lot for me to actually break down and actually wear a pair for the first time.
Sometimes I can buy a shoe 3 years before wearing it. I just know I have it, like, because the number one feeling is I gotta have it.
What kind of mood I'm in, like if I want to be loud, do I wear a bright shoe?
I'll put on a new pair of shoes for a particular event, so that becomes meaningful for that as well.
Another one that I like a lot, you know, like I said, I'm from Africa, and you know, like I like to call myself African, Africa's finest sneakerhead, you know. And these were the Black History Month 2006. Like I'm from Senegal, and this is actually a Mandinka cloth. And Mandinka is a huge tribe from West Africa. I'm a Lebu, like I'm not from that tribe, but like this tribe is a big tribe in my country, so I can definitely relate it to it. And it means that, like, I love the shoe. Like I actually wear it on a religious holiday with my African traditional clothes, and I wear these with it. That's the only time I wear those, on the religious holiday with my traditional clothes on. And at the same time, you can't make everybody happy. When you got 30 pairs released and 300 thirsty dudes to get the shoe, not everybody gonna be happy. I mean, honestly, like literally, like year after year, it got harder. Like I said, you know, I mentioned it earlier, like it started from coming to 5 o'clock in the morning to come 3 days in advance. And then also the thing is like me as a sneakerhead, and that kind of upsets me, is like, I remember where a line was full of just sneakerheads or people who really wanted the shoe. Even though like every now and then you had somebody who was not a sneakerhead but had seen the shoe online and really was feeling it and really wanted it for himself. It's like, if that's what I need to do to get it, then I'll get it. But then, you know, now the lines are full of resellers. You know, like the discussion came from between like, oh man, I love Jordans, I love Forces, I love Air Maxes. Oh, my favorite Jordans is this, my favorite Air Force is this too. The discussions now is, oh, I'm a flipper for 300, I'm a flipper for 600, I'm a flipper for this. Like the love of sneakers get lost in the greediness for money.
People come and like camp out for maybe a few days, and
I know some other places, I believe, still do first come, first serve, so I don't know if there's a uniform policy, but I have seen different types within the last couple of weeks.
The current policy varies depending on the shoe. And there is the Twitter registration specific to the shoe, where you answer back and you get registered for your size on the spot.
There's the one where like Nike Santa Monica does the Twitter registration online.
There's the registration where it's a call-in and you come down, present an ID, and you You lock down the size or the pairs or whatever you can.
Constantly be on your Twitter, see what they're gonna release.
I mean, that's cool and all, but who sits on Twitter all day? You gotta looking for when you gonna tweet.
We're in Beverly Hills, so I mean, people are scared.
They was there a week before that, so we just trying to get it in too. We just started today, March 5th, actually. It's the 6th now. And we don't know if that's the official release date, like I said, but we gonna try to get it in. So we just dug it out for the week. Fortunately, dug it out for 3 weeks now for the Yeezy 2s. Some sneakerheads actually do enjoy campouts. I don't enjoy campouts. I just started camping out. I always would camp out the day before, but now I'm starting to camp out weeks, and it's starting to get worse. I only used to do it used to be a time where you just go into a store for a general release and you'll be able to get your shoe. It's a lot of sneakerheads now, I guess, or new sneakerheads, and GRs are getting sold out fast. You just got to be hungry for your shoe now. It's like I said, people coming with their whole family now. Like, they want a shoe. The little baby want a size 13 in men. The mama want a size 12 in men. It's like the little third grader want a size 12 in men. It's like, what's going on? Like, we need some, I don't know. I guess you got to get your shoe. If you got to get your whole clan out here, do what you got to do, I guess. But me personally, I'm not going to bring my family and no little kids. I'm going to bring my sneaker goons. And that's about what I got to say about that. But I don't really enjoy camp out. I only do it because I have to. And it is kind of sickening. I mean, your family asks you where you at. I'm at a camp out when the shoe come out. 3 weeks, I think. What you mean you think? You know, then you get that. It's like, I just do it for the love, though. I just love sneakers. I don't think I'll ever stop. It's a shame. I don't know about these camp out, though. These camp outs are getting crazy. But I do it for the love of the game, though. Love of the shoe game. The bad things and bad visions like I'm seeing with the violence and stuff over sneakers is uncalled for. Like, if you want your shoe, just be there, go hard, and try to make it peaceful, make a list or something within the circle or something, you know, and just try to keep it real to the shoe game. Don't diminish it, because sooner or later it's not going to be no camp outs, and then it's going to be very harder for us to get our shoes. And a lot of the violence is coming from people that's not even real sneakerheads. They just trying to get in on what's going on and flip a shoe to make some money. And that's not what it's about. We buy and we camp out sneakers because we love it, not because we want to make money off of it. That's it.
As a sneakerhead, I'm going to say it and I'm going to say it again because I'm frustrated about it. The whole reselling, the whole resale game messed it up. And that's what got the whole line crazy, is because we went from having 10 sneaker dudes, 10 sneakerheads camping out for some shoes, to having 10 sneakerheads and 5 resellers, to 10 sneakerheads and 10 resellers, to 10 sneakerheads and 20 resellers. And now, you know, things got out of control. Things that definitely got out of control.
I think part of it was just trying to organize the launches.
You don't want to like cause a bunch of commotion with like all the other stores around and stuff like that.
Security both for the store and for the campers themselves, the heads.
There was a camp out I did recently for the Galaxies, the Foamposites, and we were at the House of Hoops in South Coast Plaza. They did everything right. They had like security there watching us all night, velvet ropes. We even had food side service. So it was like the line wasn't, you know, they watched us and they made sure it was like no violence. The most peaceful camp out I've ever been to.
I remember the days I used to just walk in the store and, you know, just, hey, let me get those Jordans, let me get this. And now, you know, it's becoming an adventure, basically.
So yeah, like I said, I can appreciate what Nike's trying to do. Is he gonna change anything? Definitely, security-wise, it's gonna change. You know, Nike, people is gonna have to deal with a lot less drama. But as far as satisfy the customer, anyway can't satisfy everybody. And then, you know, like whoever got the most free time, all these resellers, are most likely to be the one who's going to be able to register. But like I said, it's impossible it's impossible to satisfy everybody. You can't blame Nike for not satisfying the sneakerhead. Like, they can't hire, like Nike's just not going to hire like, oh, somebody to decide who's a sneakerhead and who's not. Who deserves the shoe? Who does it deserve it? So like I can appreciate how some stores handle the lines. They're like, okay, you know what? What size are you? You're a 10? Okay. You can either get a 9.5, a 10, or a 10.5. If all I have left is a 12 and a 13, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sell it to you.
So, you know, I would hustle sneakers to get sneakers.
The hunt.
So sometimes it can be a hassle, but when you love the shit, you do anything for it.
The constant hunt, I gotta have it, but mostly it's like the style.
I've done it all. I've been doing it for years now. I've done it all. I've been in line, had people in line with me, had to go to work, sent people to line, paid them, camped out, tried ordering online. That never works for me. Raffles never work out for me either. I don't know. I guess I'm not lucky.
Since the 2012, it's crazier than ever. Like the whole Galaxy Foamposite took this thing to a whole other level. People camped out over a week. Like I think that's the longest camp out as far as Los Angeles is concerned. And the craziest one. And Foamposite is not even an LA shoe. It always, I mean, you know, everybody, like every sneakerhead loves Foamposite. But to keep it 100, Foamposite always been an East Coast thing. Maryland, DC, New York, the South, not too much LA. You know, except for the blue one. The blue one is a whole nationwide, like, you know, any shoe that Penny actually wore, always been crazy. But I can tell, like, you know, when they start dropping the side colors, you know, like the pine green, electric blue, electric green, it wasn't, you know, you could find it. You know, like they would eventually sell out, but never on the first day. But now, that's it. Foamposite, any color, craziness.
I've been getting shoes since forever, since like before I even understood what it was.
What up, what up? Yeah, welcome to my sneaker room. My name is Hassan, aka Afro Kicks, aka Africa's finest sneakerhead. So like I said, my name is Hassan. You hear the accent. I'm half Senegalese, half Moroccan, born and raised in Belgium. You know, repping Africa every day, every second. I'm a sneakerhead. I also work retail. I'm the manager and the buyer for Man's Land, located on Crenshaw Boulevard. We carried all the kicks as well.
I just like shoes, so.
I must have told myself 100 times, you know what, that's it. You got it now. Just chill. And I think probably like within an hour, I'm back online or on eBay looking for something like one of my ex had brought it. The question is like, she said, when is enough ever gonna be enough? And I'm like I really, like I'm 32 years old, grown man. I mean, I do, don't get me wrong, I do assume my responsibilities. I take care of my business, you know, like I do have my priorities straight, but when it comes to my obsession with the game, with sneakers, like just this year, 2012, like, it's like Nike's not helping either. Like they're dropping stuff after the other, and like you get like it's hard to just stop. Nike's not helping. Nike and Jordan's not helping. Like all the stuff dropping this year, like February was out of control, and then summer, all Jordan 6s, Olympics, 7s again. I got 2 pairs of the 7s. I know myself. I'm still gonna get a 3rd pair. That pack, gold pack with the 6 and the 7s. Then the Air Force 180 Barclays, which is my favorite Barclays of all time. The Dream Team colorway. The Pippins is coming back out. I mean, obviously, like it's hard to stop. Like when you, I think when you my age, if you ain't grown out of it, you like, you know, I think once you reach a certain age and you ain't grown out of it, you just gotta face it. You might just never grown out of it. You know, I mean, only God knows, you know. Something happened in my life that's gonna make me be like, you know what, I need to stop. But as of today, I don't know. I don't see myself stopping. I might stop one day. Do I want to stop? No. You know, are there things out there more important? Definitely. But you know, like it's just like, you know, people like to get some wine. People like, I don't know. People collect stamps. People, you know, people like I like to do plenty of other things. Don't get me wrong, but I think like when it comes to putting a big smile on Hassan's face, well, this just do a great job at it. This just do a great job at it.
We want what we can't have. The commodity makes us want it. So expensive, damn. I just got to flaunt it, got to show 'em. So exclusive, this, that new shit. $100 for a pair of shoes. I would never hoop in. Look at me, I'm a cool kid. I'm an individual, yeah, but I'm part of a movement. My movement told me be a consumer, and I consumed it. They told me to just do it, I listened to what that swoosh said. Look at what that swoosh did, see it consume my thoughts. Are you stupid? Don't crease them, just leave them in that box. Strangled by these laces, I can barely talk. That's my air bubble and I'm lost. If it pops, we are what we wear what we are. But see, I look inside the mirror and think Phil Knight tricked us all. Will I stand for change or stay in my box? These Nikes help me define me, but I'm trying to take mine off.
Would I stop? I don't think so. What I plan on doing with all these shoes, it's an investment. I know that for a fact. It's an investment. I want to pass them on through generation. Every pair means something to me. I could wear my brand new pair and wear it with my son, and that's a memory for myself that I get to keep. I'm Will, also known King Poetic 01, and I'm gonna be a sneakerhead till I die. All day.